before watching this, remember to watch part 1 and 2, which was on the channel. So we basically created the UI for the login page and the registration page, adding the code for the backend. Now we have created the UI, so next step will be creating the logic for adding everything to the database SQLite. So let's move to that step. But before we do that, we want to create a forgot password page. So this page, so that when it's clicked there, so you just want to have everything before we add the logic. So we are going to create a new activity. Okay, let me just close it, open it again. Okay, so new activity, empty views activity. We are going to call it forgot password activity. Forgot password activity. Finish. So we are going to create with some kind of blue theme. So let's just create it very quickly. There's the layout. So let's Gradle finish. Okay, so now we edit this, so we are going to change this to linear layout. Then why does it have vertical? Yeah, let's just switch it to vertical. And then you're going to add a text view, so match parent wrap content. Then it's going to say this is like the title. Let's just do all of this, forgot password. And then layout gravity to, not even layout gravity, text alignment to center. Then you're going to add now the text field. So it's going to be material. So not up bar, but it's material text field. Just this text field, text input layout. So this is going to be match parent wrap content. Yeah. And then inside of that, we're going to have the edit text. ID input, let's just make it easy, and B input email. Let this just be wrap content, email registered. And then you're going to create this and write enter your register email. Just make everything caps, the first letter. And then text color, you can just put it to just a simple one. Then we are going to create the button. That. So now we create a button. Everything is going to be wrap content, then layout, margin, top, just as we have done it, 15 dp. Then text, reset, set password. Okay, and then you also want it to, the height, we can change it to be like 50 dp. And the color, text color, we can put it like then background tint, you can put like a color, hashtag, put some random numbers, then come here and select reset password, text size 15 sp, ID, button reset, password, change to match parent, so that looks good. Then this one can remain at 50. Then you can create another text view that says return to login, and we'll use it as a button. Wrap content, ID, back, margin top, normal 15. Make sure to keep everything even. So text, back, login. Then we create back to login. Okay, then I'm going to set the clickable to true because it's a edit text. Then alignment center. Then the text color, same thing you do. Hashtag, couple of numbers. Yeah, that's great. Now that you have created that, you can change this, the edit text, to be material. So text field, text input, text field, input email is correct, match parent wrap content. So we are going to change the type, input type, to be text email address, and we are Gucci. So padding, and can add 10 dp, and at the front we can have the same. So take this and put it also at the button, or we can just do this and do all of this and just set padding here, be like 15. Yeah, we are Gucci. Now we need to create another, because when the user clicks on reset, it will take you to a page where you reset your email, reset password activity. So create new, empty views activity, set password activity, finish. So load changes, which changes have been made. So delete this, unable to save settings. Let's just finish then restart. So split it, same thing, change this to linear layout, then vertical. Then we're just going to do this, copy all of this except the last one, copy and paste. Then you're going to change this to set new password. Okay, new password. This one should be text password, new password. So new password. Okay, so again padding 15. Okay, because of that you'll have to copy all of this as a whole. Yes, then paste again. So confirm new password, confirm new password. So confirm password. Okay, then this one could be submit new password. Submit new password. And there you go. Set new password, blah blah blah. And then yeah, we have it. So let's go to main activity and set button forgot. So what was the name of the activity? So many things here. Close other tabs, open this, button forgot password. Yeah, then forgot, set on click listener. Yes, save and so let's see how it looks. So forgot password, yeah, looks better, but now we can change the background to white. So activity forgot password and activity reset. So background, yes, background, color background, then forgot password, save, rerun. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, and then we need code for, so forgot password, we need for button. It's not a button, it's edit text, back to login. Yeah, with a text view. Yeah, now it should work. Forgot password, back to login. Yeah, now so let's add logic. Oh sorry, you didn't see that. It's here. Then click on back to login and it's back. So now let's go to the register page and collect all the data and save it to the database. So right click here, the other tabs, then open this. So we are collecting full name, email, gender, contact number, address and password. Then we log in. So first of all, what we need to do, we need first to populate the spinner to make sure that it can be able to show the genders. Spinner, call it gender spinner, gender. Then because we stored it in an array, so the array is here. So we are going to call it so array adapter, and then this array adapter, it's a character sequence. So sequence adapter is equals to array adapter dot create form resource, so that it can be a form. So now inside here you're going to the context this array gender. Then we are going to set a default, so r.layout.spin item. And since we have not created this, let's just create this. So what basically this spin item is, it's so that, because basically we set it to a white background, and white background, the text by default is white, but we want the text to be black so that it can be visible. So we are going to add this here, text color. So this is just going to be a text view. So text color is going to be black, and then padding 15 as we have set it uniformly all throughout. Text size 15, and then you change this to wrap content, and there you go, we've created it. So string, so come back here, spin item, and it's there. Then we create a drop down, and you see with Android Studio it becomes easier. Yes, so let's try and run and see if we are able to select, because now before you couldn't, now you can, but also you can see it is still grayed out. So to fix that, you come to activity register. So here we are going to add a background. This spinner drop down item, this has been created by default, so we are just going to edit this, or just change, then create, just create a resource. There you have it. And it's going to be a text view, match parent the same, wrap content, link, but it's 15 as we have done. DP, so text color is going to be black, then background is going to be the background that we have used, or we can just use white. Then size 15 SP, and then we are good. Just run it and see. Don't know why it keeps indexing dependencies every time I run. We just remove Android and you should be good, because it was taking the default Android. So just rerun and they should be good. You see, now we Gucci. So now what we do is now start collecting the data one by one. So yes, button, register button. What was it called? Close all of this. So you always need to add an ID. Excuse me. And then, so here on click listener, we are not going to use that, but now we are going to collect the text, full name, import class. Then you're going to set the full name and set it to a string. So string to string, okay? So spin up gender. So string gender text, then this username, then mobile address, input password. Now let's make this more readable. So we need to validate and make sure nothing is empty. So if all of these are empty, then what do? We tell them fill in. So we make a toast, context this, then we tell them please fill in all fields. Toast then short, then always good to return. Then we need to check if passwords are, check for passwords. Password does not match, then return. Then now we insert this data into the database. So content values. So content values is equals to new content values. So values, put full name, yes. But now where are we inputting them? So we are going to create a database. So we're going to click here, new class, my DB helper class. So this is where it's going to have everything. So this one, it should extend SQLite, then import this. So implement, okay, and create. So we are going to create a database name. So private static final string, because we don't want it to change. Database underscore name is equals to login.db. Then version. So it's just the same, version 1. This can't be a string, it's an integer. Okay. Do you still have an error? Yes, public my DB helper context, database name, database version, yeah. So the on create, this is where we are going to create the table with the data. So db.execute SQL, and then since this will be running every time you open the app, so you should, if it only exists, don't create it again. Yes, so that's it. Now we push this data to the database. So we are going to come here, long new row ID, insert users, db.insert users, and now this is showing this because we haven't called SQL. So private SQLite database db import class db.insert users null values. So we check if the data has been added. If new row ID is equals to -1, then we need to tell them that the data failed to insert. Make text error inserting data, otherwise else data inserted successfully. So user created successfully. And then if this is successful, we don't want them to remain at the same page. So as you can see, they're telling you intent, new intent, register main active so that they can log in. And then finally, it's always good to create on destroy outside here. So protected destroy. But now this, we want db.close to be only closed when this condition is met. If db is null and db is not null and db is open, then we do that. Yes, db.close. So I believe this should work. Let's run, see. So register, full name, TechHive at 123, mail, contact number 234569870, address. Oh, I've seen another problem. We need to fix this so that it is scrollable. 1 minute. We just finish this. Then next. 1, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Done. It should not say login. So which field are empty? Okay, so we have an error, and I noticed we call this as register. Okay. Then so here we need to scroll. Oh, we already added it. So fill viewport true, clip to padding. So we don't want it to. So clip to padding false. So I think that should fix that issue. As launched, register. You see now it's scrolling. Let's look. TechHive at 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why it's still not. Please fill in all fields. So there's a logical error. Name, gender, text, email, text, confirm. Name is empty, so we need the name. So the exclamation before is saying is empty. That's when we need them to show. Not when it's not empty. Confirm password. Yeah. So this should work. It was just a simple logical error. Fill in just next. Fill in a simple address. So 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. So there's an error. Where's the log cut? Null point, internal runtime, read your Java. So my DB helper. So the issue could be this. Creatable users, then ID integer to increment, full name text. No, the error is not here. Full name, gender, email, user email, mobile address, password. We did not call my DB help inside here. Rookie mistake. Yeah. My DB helper, new my DB helper. No need for this. Okay, let's run this. Then we can fix the scroll issue. Password 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. User created successfully. So that works. So let's just see Android. So basically what I want to do is confirm that this data has been saved to the database. But basically you are going to come here to app data. So this one is com example de com example dot login application. So databases login.db, save as users PC, save it in the desktop. Okay, so then you're going to open SQLite DB browser, desktop, login.db. Then you're going to database structure. As you can see, tables, browse data, users. So the table has been created. So browse data, users. As you can see, it has been added. So TechHive mail, TechHive at 123. Then this is the address. Yeah. So now that is working. So now what you're going to do is go to the main activity and now process the login so that now one can be able to log in. Yeah. Yes. So let's do that. So my DB helper will import, then my DB helper, then come here to db.getWritable database. Then now we process the login. Get to go to home. This is home. If it is successful, you want to go to home.class, but we haven't created home. So activity, empty views activity, home, finish. So delete that. But before that, we want to get the user inputs. So edit text, import string image, then edit text, input password. Yeah. Then this validate, they're not empty. Okay, good. We can change this to please enter your email and password, and then return. Now we need to prepare and check if the user exists. So you're going to have the projection, the selection arguments, and then the DB query. So what do we need to check if the user exists? So string, we're going to have an array called projection. So we need the ID, full name. We don't need the gender. We need the user, then the password. That's what we need. We can just put them in separate for readability. Yeah. Now, then string selection, yes, is equals to email and password. Then strict selection arguments, email and password. So we're going to need a cursor, but now we need to cursor, users, projection, selection arguments, group by, don't group by nothing. The order is nothing. So don't group the rows, and the sorting is nothing. And this is don't group the row groups and rows. So now what do? If we have checked if this is successful, we check if the user exists. So if cursor.getCount is greater than 0, that means they are present, is what you do. Cursor.move to first. Oh yeah, move to first. So try moving string full name cursor.getString, and not that one. So we are going to go for a specific cursor.getIndex, cursor.getColumn index or row full name. And now we are going to redirect them either to home, and it's good to always have an admin page. So we are going to create an admin page, activity, empty views activity, admin activity. As always, delete this. So you're going to set the requirements for having an admin. So you're going to say if, this is just simple validation. So if not full name email equals admin@123.com, then what do? We come inside here. Yes, else, autofill, no. Intent main activity, home.class, start activity. So we need to make a toast, welcome admin. This one can be welcome.fullname toast. Yeah, so that is it. Then after a successful login, clear. If neither of these are correct, you do that, but you also need to clear the user. You see this, you need to clear this so that they can look like this. So email.setText, password.setText to nothing. Yeah, so let's see. So admin activity, so that we can know it's an admin activity. So text view, you're going to admin size redsp. So copy this, do the same, home, save. So let's first of all see if this works. So it was 1, 2, 3. There's an error. 46. Yeah, input user email, input password. Yeah, that's where the error is. Run 1, 2, 3. I hope this works. Yes, it works. So let's try and create an admin. So it was admin at 123.123 register. User created successfully. Admin at 123.com. Next 1, 2, 3. Done. Welcome admin, but it goes to home. Why? Admin activity admin. Yeah, it's admin. So why? Close database. Let's see how it looks. Data. Nav, databases, save as. Stop. Okay. Yes. And database. Login. User. Admin at 123.com. And also we need to clear the password in case it was wrong. And also this is the error. My apologies. And also it's always good to close the cursor. So if and cursor is closed. Cursor.close, and then on destroy. So admin at 123.123 login, welcome admin, but it's still home. So let's try this text and see. Oh, so that's where the error was, and it was just showing me all along and I was ignoring. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, now we're good. So the only issue left to fix this, it does not scroll. So this does not scroll when I think we need to change scrollable, but I don't know where to change. So normally register is the register. So for this error, what you're actually going to do when you come to the manifest, you're going to change from that to adjust pan. Initially we had just put adjust resize, but just put it to adjust pan. So this is for the register and for the main activity. When you do that and run, let me show you. So when you click here and click on next, it just goes immediately to that. So register address one that was not showing, you see, it still scrolls. It scrolls up to the bottom. Now when you're done, you can click on register. So yeah, that's it. And now what we need to fix next is forgot password activity. So what you're going to do with forgot password activity, basically this one is not going to have authentication like for OTP and email, because this is basically all done offline via SQLite DB. So basically what's going to happen is, for this page, when a user enters an email and clicks on reset, it checks whether the registered email exists. If it exists, it's going to take you now to, where is the layout? It's going to take you to activity reset password. Then now you can set a new password and then submit new password. So that's basically what we are going to do. So edit text, input email. So email, split right, let's split it, enter your registered email. So input email, apologies for that noise. So string, so convert it to string. Then when you convert it to string, so this, you want it to happen in between this. So yes, you want it to happen, and close that. So this closes that, that closes that, this closes that. But you also want to close it with that. String email text to string. So now you want to check if email is empty, and if it is empty, you give them a toast. Toast.makeText fill in our field, or enter your email. Then after that, we want to check if user exists in the database. So if check if user exists, just hold on a bit. If the user exists, you want to reset password and pass email. Yeah, but we have to implement these methods. So that, let's finish this. Else user does not exist exactly. So we are going to implement this. Yes, reset password. Sorry, reset password. Yeah, we don't need this. No, you don't need this here. We actually need it. It's supposed to be here on the reset password. So check if user exists. So apologies. So we are going to create a cursor DB. That's because we have not implemented the DB helper. DB helper is equals to that. Yes. So private. Yes. Import. Yes. So now this DB runs well. So cursor. So boolean exists is equals to cursor dot move to first. Not move to first, cursor.get count, and it should be greater than 0. And if it is greater than 0, cursor close, return exit. Yeah, so this basically checks in users where the user email is, that email. And if it is found, we reset it, should go to the next page, which is reset password, intent, new intent. So if check user exists, email text, then do this. You're going to pass this data, this email text, and go to new intent, forgot password activity, then reset password activity, intent input extra, email. Is it how it is saved? We check. Email, yeah, that's how it's saved, email. Start activity intent, else user does not exist. And this should work. So override, obviously destroy. Yeah, close that. Rerun. Should work. If I put a right email, it should go to the next page. So forgot password, enter your email at 123. User does not exist. So admin at 123.com. You see, it goes. So now we are done with this. Now activity reset password. So this is where we are. Activity reset password, split right. Now this is what I should split right. So we want input new password. So edit text this, and then we need another edit text confirm new password. So input new password and confirm new password. Then reset password, import class. So on click listener, it's not gonna give me set password. That's it. So first we need to make this a string, new password. So string new password will get text. Sorry, so it should be string m password is equals to new password will get text. So the same C password, can name them the same thing. That's why it was giving an error. So if new password is empty, toast please and confirm your password. That's the best way to that if it's empty. But what if passwords do not match? But what if now if they match? If equals C password, now you want to tell them password updated successfully, then we update the password. So actually we have covered this. So this, we should change it with a method to change the password. You can call it update password in database, and we are passing user, now we are passing email and new password. So this email, we are getting the one which we passed from here. See email text. So email text. So string email text. Yeah. So email. So then we implement this. So you remember we created content values in main activity. Content values, are they not here or in the register? Created some content values. Yeah. So this is what we are going to change. So content values is equals to values is equals to new content values. So values dot put password, new password, then int rows affected db update here. Users value email, change this to public. Return rows affected. I know why I'm getting, I know why. Another rookie mistake. I thought, I had imported it, but it was in the last. So here, rows affected, return rows affected that are greater than 0. Yeah, and that should work. And always remember on destroy. Waiting, protected, wait on destroy, but don't destroy. So they should run. Let's see. So forgot password. Have at 123.com. Reset password. 1234. 1234. Submit new error. We have an error. Mayday. We have an error. Attempt to that you should initialize your database. My DB helper. DB, and this should fix the error very fast, very quickly. So forgot password, admin at 123 reset 123. But now when I click on submit, it doesn't. So we have to check. We need to see, because if password is empty, please enter and confirm your password. If password is not equal, password do not match. If update, you want an intent import class, but we also want another else error updating password. So let's see what error we are getting. So here we are, forgot password. Admin at 123.com reset 123 done. Error updating passwords. So I believe the issue could be caused by how we are passing the email. So forgot password, user, email, input extra, email. That's not how we have saved it. It's the email. Yeah. User email. Let's see if that fixes. Forgot password. 123. Password updated successfully. So the issue was that. So let's try changing it to admin 12345. 12345. Let's try admin 12345. Yeah. So and with that, the app is complete. We have created a login page, a register page, and we have also created a forgot password page. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching the whole of it, and remember, all the code that I've written here will be available in the description below via my GitHub. So like the video, share with someone, comment on what I should do next, and if you're having errors, also comment so that I can see how I can help. See you in the next one.